Well, welcome to the Bayer Monthly Crop Report Review. Numbers have come out in just a few minutes. We'll take a look at these numbers and look at the reaction of the market. I'll tell you that there were no real shocks here across the board in anything. Starting with grain and looking at the ending stocks for 2016-2017, we were a little higher than the average guess on corn. The carry out there for 2.295, and that's billion bushels. The guess was 2.284, so we were a little higher than that. For soybeans, for the old crop, the estimate, they came out at 450 million bushels. The guess was 432, so we were clearly higher there. So we increased carry out at that number. Wheat was 1.161 billion bushels. The guess was 1.158. That was the analyst expectation. So that number was also a little higher on carry out for old crop. Looking at new crop carry out, corn came in at 2.110. The average guess was 2.073, so that was higher in new crop corn. New crop beans came out at 495 million. The guess had been 498 million. That's just slightly lower, but no real surprises here. Wheat, new crop wheat ending stocks, it came out at 924 million bushels. The guess was 909. That was clearly higher than they thought. Looking at production for corn, 14.065. The average guess had been 14.022. Bigger crop there because the yield was adjusted up. The average yield guess is 170.7 bushels per acre. They had thought it would be 169.7. And then soybeans, it came out at 48 bushels to the acre. They thought it was going to be 47.6. So, I mean, you've got a bigger crop than the average had indicated it would be. Let's see what the reaction was. First, soybeans were up 5 in July. July soybeans were up 5 before the report. November was up about 5 also. Immediately the market sold off and got down a few cents in beans. Now it's back to where it's up a penny. But it is clearly under where it was, which was up 5 before the report. That's been the reaction. Corn was up 2 just before the report for old crop and new crop. Right now, corn's up 2.5. It backed off 2. It's come back, and it's actually a little bit higher than it was. So pretty neutral reaction for that. And wheat, the wheat market was up 3 3/4 just a minute before the report. Right now, wheat is up 1.5. Wheat did not react well to the ending stocks being a little higher than they had thought. Let's look at cotton. Now I'm going to look over here at the USDA site. Find it just easier to look at what they're saying. The U.S. cotton projections for 2017-18 show a reduction of 500,000 bales in exports from last month to 13.5. That was a surprise. They actually thought it might be a little higher. And that number came out as higher anticipated foreign production is expected to reduce global import demand. Beginning stocks, production, domestic mill use are unchanged. Accordingly, ending stocks are now projected at 5.5 million bales, which, if realized, would be a 9-year high. The projected range for the 2017-18 marketing year average farm price is 54 cents up to 74 cents, while the price estimate for 2016-17 is reduced marginally to 68.5. Looking at the world numbers for 2017-18, they include increases in global production, increases in consumption, and increases in ending stocks, while trade is reduced 2%. They raised production in Pakistan, China, and Mexico based on higher estimated planting areas. Higher global consumption reflects increases in China, India, and Pakistan, which are largely due to higher domestic supplies. China consumption is raised in both 2016-17, 2017-18, as sales from the National Reserve and steady imports suggest that consumption there is stronger than previously estimated. A reduction of nearly 800,000 barrels in world imports results primarily for lower expected demand by Pakistan and Mexico. So that's exports were lowered for the United States and also India and Brazil and others. World ending stocks are now projected at 87.7 million barrels, the lowest since 2011, 2012. So what's the reaction of cotton? Cotton was already on the defensive. Going into this number, July cotton was down 66. Right now that market is down 74. December cotton going into the report was down 26, and right now it's down 38. So both old crop and new crop have dropped from this report, not taken that well, no great shocks, but nevertheless the change in export projections kind of caught people off guard. So look, that's it. Have a good day, and we'll talk to you for our afternoon roundup or update then. Thank you.